Join a trip to a sound mind and body with PE Ride. In this class, we will go through a journey to help you achieve a healthier lifestyle. I am teacher Rodel Rafon of Bignay National High School, your PE buddy here on FB Valenzuela Live. Grade 10 students, let's enjoy the activities which I prepared for all of you. Before we start, let us first be reminded once again with the protocols to follow during the live streaming class. Number 1. Respect everyone. 2. No hate speech. 3. Be guided with the anti-cyberbullying law. 4. No promotion of products or items. 5. Use appropriate words in giving suggestions, comments, and queries. 6. After the FB live streaming, attend discussion class in the Messenger classroom with the subject teacher. So allow me to give you the competencies that you are about to learn in this video. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to assess physical activities, exercises, and eating habits, engages in moderate, vigorous activities for at least 60 minutes a day in and out of school, expresses a sense of purpose and belongingness by participating in physical. Before you get fully excited, you may want to participate in our short activity by typing your answers in our comment section. Challenge yourself in a 5-item quiz. I will read the question and choices once, and in 5 seconds, write the letter of the correct answer for each question. Question number 1. These are experiences or organized activities that you actively participate in with others. A. Leisure activities. B. Recreational activities. C. Eating habits. D. Social influences. The correct answer is B. Recreational activities. Question number 2. These are the things that you do primarily for relaxation and pleasure and which don't involve much work. A. Leisure activities. B. Recreational activities. C. Eating habits. D. Social influences. The correct answer is A. Leisure activities. Question number 3. Type of preferences that develop over time and are influenced by personal experiences, such as encouragement to eat, exposure to a food, family customs and rituals, advertising, and personal values. A. Individual influences. B. Cultural influences. C. Religious influences. D. Social influences. The correct answer is A. Individual influences. Question number 4. It provides guidelines regarding acceptable foods, food combinations, eating patterns, and eating behaviors. A. Individual influences. B. Cultural influences. C. Religious influences. D. Social influences. The correct answer is B. Cultural influences. Question number 5. These kind of influences depend on each other, share a common culture, and influence each other's behaviors and values. A. Individual influences. B. Cultural influences. C. Religious influences. D. Social influences. The correct answer is D. Social influences. Well done, PE buddies! It's nice that you have a good strategy of identifying different active recreation. Good job! I know you are all excited, but before we proceed with our lesson, let us have a recap on our previous lesson, the lifestyle and weight management. All you need to do is to identify the different yoga position presented within 5 seconds. You may comment your answers in a comment box. Number 1. Wonderful! The correct answer is half moon. Number 2. If your answer is downward dog, that is right. Number 3. Excellent! The answer is camel. Number 4. If your answer is warrior 1, you are doing great. Number 5. If your answer is warrior 2, you are awesome. Number 6. If your answer is tripos, that is right. If you got 5 questions correctly, congratulations! Job well done! Let us have another activity, PE buddies. This activity is entitled Guess the Recreational Activities. All you need to do is to identify the kind of recreational activities presented on your screen. You may choose your answers between physical activities, social activities, outdoor activities, arts and crafts, musical activities, drama and theater, and service activities. You only have 5 seconds to identify. So are you ready? Let's begin! Number 1. If your answer is D, arts and crafts, you are correct. Let's proceed to number 2. If your answer is A, physical activities, you are magnificent. Number 3. If your answer is E, musical activities, you are awesome. Number 4. If your answer is B, social activities, you are correct. Number 5. If your answer is G, service activities, you are impressive. And last, number 6. If your answer is C, outdoor activities, you are correct. Well done if you got all 6 answers correctly. Let's begin with our discussion. What is recreational activity and leisure activity? Recreational activities are experiences or organized activities that you actively participate in with others to have fun and enjoy life during your free time. This includes experiences that require physical activity and interactions and playing with other people. While leisure activities are the things that you do primarily for relaxation and pleasure and which don't involve much work. These activities could be very passive, requiring little or no physical activity, and you can do them by yourself if you don't want to do it with others. One of the basic differences between leisure activities and recreational activities is that leisure activities can be very passive with little or no physical activity and you can do them by yourself, whereas recreational activities require physical activity and interaction with other people. Some of the different types of recreational activities include physical activities, sports and games like volleyball and tennis. Social activities, this includes things like parties, picnics, and carnivals. Outdoor activities, this involves activities like camping, backpacking, arts and crafts. Examples includes activities like painting, woodwork, and sculpting. Musical activities includes musical bands, singing, and dance groups. Drama and theater. This includes acting, plays, puppetry, and etc. Service activities. Awareness for causes like running for cancer, fundraising, volunteering, and etc. This time, let us talk about your eating habits. Do you eat junk foods? What kind of junk foods? Do you eat fruits and vegetables? What fruits and vegetables do you eat? You eat every junk food you know because of its taste. Sweet, salty, and tasty are usually the taste of junk foods. But how about fruits and vegetables? For sure, you only eat chosen and few vegetables because of the taste. Fruits are seasonal, that even the one we crave sometimes available in the market. These factors of food affect our eating habits. The term eating habits or food habits refers to why and how people eat, which foods they eat, and with whom they eat, as well as the people's obtain, store, use, and discard food. Individual, social, cultural, religious, economic, environmental, and political. All factors influence people's eating habits. So why we people eat? All humans eat to survive. They also eat to express appreciation for a sense of belonging as part of family customs and for self-realization. For example, someone who is not hungry may eat a piece of cake that has been baked in his or her honor. These are the factors that influence our food choices. First, individual preferences. Every individual has unique likes and dislikes concerning foods. These preferences develop over time and are influenced by personal experiences such as encouragement to eat, exposure to a food, family customs and rituals, advertising, and personal values. For example, one person may not like frankfurters even though they are a family favorite. Second, cultural influences. A cultural group provides guidelines regarding acceptable foods, food combinations, eating patterns, and eating behaviors. Compliance with these guidelines create a sense of identity and belonging for the individual. Within large groups, subgroups exist that may practice variations of the group's eating behavior. Though they are still considered part of the larger group, for example, a hamburger, French fries, and a soda are considered a typical American meal. Third, social influences. Members of a social group depend on each other, share a common culture, and influence each other's behaviors and values. A person's membership peer, work, or community groups impact food behaviors. For example, a young person at a basketball game may eat a certain foods when accompanied by friends and other foods when accompanied by his or her teacher. Fourth, religious influences. Religious prescriptions range from few to many, from relaxed to highly restrictive. This will affect a follower's food choices and behaviors. For example, in some religions, specific foods are prohibited, such as pork among Jewish and Muslim adherents within Christianity. The Seventh-day Adventists discourage stimulating beverages such as alcohol, which is not forbidden among Catholics. Fifth, economic influences. Money, values, and consumer skills all affect what a person purchases. The price of a food, however, is not an indicator of its nutritional value. Cost is a complex combination of a food's availability, status, and demand. 6. Environmental influences. The influence of the environment on food habits derives from a composite of ecological and social factors. Foods that are commonly and easy grown within a specific region frequently become a part of the local cuisine. However, modern technology, agricultural practices, and transportation methods have increased the year-round availability of many foods. And many foods that were previously available only a certain season or specific areas are now available almost anywhere at any time. And last, political influences. Political factors also influence food availability and trends. Food laws and trade agreements affect what is available within and across countries, and also affect food prices. Food labeling laws determine what consumers know about the food they purchase. Eating habits are those the result of both external, such as politics, and internal factors such as values. These habits are formed and may change over a person's lifetime. And here are 5 good eating habits which will help us to achieve our food goals. First, choose water. Set a goal to drink water instead of sweetened drinks. To make this more measurable, write down how often you will make this choice. For example, 5 times a week. Second, eat slowly and mindfully. It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to send out signals that you are full. Eat slowly. Take the extra time to pay attention to what we are eating and how much. To make this more measurable, write down how often you will try to take at least half hour to finish your meal. Third, stick to 1 serving. For those of us who love having seconds, eating 1 serving will help us to keep our calorie intake in check. Challenge yourself to stick to 1 serving and also standard portion sizes. Fourth, eat fruit and vegetables. Set a goal to fill half of your plate with fruit and vegetables at every meal. Fruit and vegetables are naturally low in saturated and trans fat and rich in dietary fiber, vitamins, and minerals, or simply set a goal to use My Healthy Plate for all meals. And fifth one is soup to whole grains. Eating whole grain foods such as brown rice, wholemeal bread, and rolled oats reduce the risk of developing heart disease and diabetes, while helping with weight management. Since you'll feel full for longer, set a goal to ask for brown rice and make it measurable. For example, ask for brown rice at least 3 times a week at lunch. Let us have an activity. I want you to open your learning packet in PE Module 1 Activity 2. Identify some types of recreational activity that you experience according to classification and how often you do it. Your grade 10 MAPE teacher will give you the date for submission. Submit your activity to your teacher through FB Messenger, Google Form, or any other media platform. And now, challenge yourself in a 5-item quiz. I will read the question once. You are only given 5 seconds to write the word true if the statement is correct and false if the statement is incorrect. Number 1. Recreational activities are experiences or organized activities that you actively participated with others to have fun and enjoy life during your free time. The answer is true. Number 2. Leisure activities are the things that you do primarily for relaxation and pleasure, and which don't involve much work. The answer is true. Number 3. Recreation and leisure are the same. The answer is false. Number 4. Physical activities, for examples, are parties, picnics, and carnivals. The answer is false. Arts and crafts, for examples, includes activities like painting, woodwork, and sculpting. The answer is true. Well done, PE buddies! I am happy that you are able to challenge yourself to do the quiz. Congratulations! You may now proceed to the next level of learning. And for your assignment, I want you to identify the following. A. Elements of hip-hop. B. DJing. C. MCing. D. Breakdancing. And E. Graffiti. Remember, PE buddies, Recreational activities are experiences or organized activities that you actively participate in with others to have fun and enjoy life during your free time. Leisure activities are the things that you do primarily for relaxation and pleasure and which don't involve much work. One of the basic differences between leisure activity and recreational activity is that leisure activities can be very passive with little or no physical activity, and you can do them by yourself if you don't want to do it with others. Whereas recreational activities require physical activity and interaction with other people. Some of the different types of recreational activities include physical activities, social activities, outdoor activities, arts and crafts, musical activities, drama and theater, and service activities. The term eating habits or food habits refers to why and how people eat, which foods they eat, and with whom they eat, as well as the people's obtain, store, use, and discard food. Individual, social, cultural, religious, economic, environmental, and political. All factors influence people's eating habits. And that's all for today's lesson, grade 10 students. Thank you for tuning in to FB Valenzuela Live. Learn more and work out with me in our next lesson. Once again, this is Teacher Rodel Rafon saying goodbye for now and see you next time. Ano man ang sitwasyon, tuloy ang edukasyon. Ingat!